Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just trying to get this kitchen straightened up a little bit. I've got to get my whole house straightened up. I have been MIA lately. I honestly thought that something was wrong because I just have been blah lately. Didn't know what it was. Because, you know, summertime, you normally seasonal depression or whatever, if that was the case, normally it's like wintertime, correct? So I thought something was wrong with me, and I had just begun perimenopause. So this stuff is, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Don't recommend it, but if you're female, you want to go through it anyway. So bless you, bless you, bless you. Today I'm just trying to get my kitchen straightened up, kind of straighten up my house. My husband's birthday's coming up next weekend, and we're having a little get together here, so family will be around, be coming in from different states for his little birthday thing. So I'm trying to get everything cleaned up in my kitchen, my house. I have to stay in the guest bedroom. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done. I plan on making a video. Is this dishwasher? Does anybody else's dishwasher sometimes not clean stuff? Like, it's clean. You can tell it's clean, but it's like maybe something like dried on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I've got to get everything like cleaned up enough where everyone has a place to stay. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July. I did. Stayed home with my grandbaby. I don't know what that was from, so we're just going to put it back into the wash. So yeah, I hope everyone's good as well. Like I said, I haven't been on here in a while. Just trying to get the motivation to clean again. I mean, I keep my house clean. Don't get me wrong. I keep my house clean. You always find my house clean, but this time I haven't been wanting to film me clean. First off, I don't have a lot of subscribers on here, so I just feel like no one's interested in my videos, so I kind of don't try to push them out there as much as I did, or as I would if people was on here, if that makes sense. And I made this channel just so that, I guess so I can have, like, to look back on this, not necessarily for anything else, but, you know, it's just to keep yourself, a little note on things that goes on in life. So yeah, that's really what I do my YouTube channel for. I got things out of the garden. I had to go ahead and start freezing some of my tomatoes. I'll show you that in just a second. I just put them in there so they're not frozen or anything. And then have that to do. I'll show you that real quick. There's some of my vegetables from the garden. My zucchini. Overlook my sink. I just cleaned the tomatoes. There's some cucumbers, tomatillos. I think this is a habanero, but I'm not 100% sure. We had a storm, and those little guys fell off of the branch, and so have to wait on them to And then this is what I froze already. Like I said, it's not really froze, but this is how many of them I've already got. Insane amounts. These are some of my tomatoes that my phone sideways. I'm so sorry. Those are my good tomatoes that we got out of there. Actually, really big tomatoes, you know? So you're going to hear another YouTuber in the background. I'm so sorry. Just trying to get this done. I normally do this at nighttime, but for the last 2 days, me and my husband have been outside fixing stuff for the goats and the chickens. We had to build a new chicken coop for our baby chicks and our mid-sized chicks because they're not happy. They are starting to pick at each other. I'm not really sure why they're doing that. Some people said that it was because they didn't have enough room. So that's what made us decide to build the bigger coop, you know? And I'll show you guys that before this video ends. I'll show you the little new coop with our new baby chicks. Our baby chicks are big now. They're not babies really. I think they're like 1 month old already. So they're getting bigger. That's what we've been up to. It's been busy. It has been extremely hot here in North Carolina. Oh my gosh, it has been miserable. I don't know where you guys are at if it's been like this, but it has been just miserable here. Like, you don't even want to go outside. It's just too hot for everything. I don't know. We plan on having an indoor party for my husband's birthday because it's just too hot to be outside. Like I said, it's just going to be family here, so it's not like it's going to be crazy stuff going on in the house anyway, you know? So we really have to get just so hot. I don't remember a year that it's been this hot already. Like, I don't remember a year that it's already been this hot. I think one day last week it was like 98 with the real feel like 108 or something like that. It's just been miserable. You can't no one enjoy that. I'm sorry. No one can enjoy that. It feels like down under if you get the dress, and I'm trying to compare it. This is what it feels like. I definitely am not doing that at all if I can help it. I will try my best to get it on this side of the dirt so that I don't end up there. I don't like to eat. And yes, I do not rinse my dishes before I sit down there because that's just double the mess. I'm not doing it. This dishwasher can't clean them. I'm not rinsing that stuff. I'm sorry. Those do it, but I do not. And sometimes, yes, that bites me the butt and it doesn't clean them or whatever. I get that, but I just throw them in again. This is the next load. Some stuff don't fit in this. I like the dishwashers that has a little tray on the top, my oval pit. But when we moved here, you know, this dishwasher, so they just bought it as a set. So there was no point in me buying a new set, you know. Because everyone, I make my husband breakfast before he goes to work, and it normally consists of a egg burrito, quesadilla, something of that similarity, and I don't know where to put that egg thing, and it usually just sits in the sink until I do it. Hours later. I promise I'm not dirty. I can promise that. It just seems like it. But I promise I'm not. Actually, my house is are normally very, very, very clean. But like I said, it's just, I don't know if it's the heat, but the doctor says it's the perimenopause. I don't know. But whatever it is, it can be great. I did put my Yetis and stuff in my dishwasher. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I actually do put mine in there. I haven't had any problems out of it yet. Put everything on the top though. Put this big one. I bought that Stanley somewhere, and that Stanley, it has the name on it and everything. I'm just beginning to wonder if it's a real Stanley, because my other Stanleys, they hold very, very well. This one does not. It does not hold. What do you call it? Like, it doesn't keep ice and stuff really cold. So I'm not really sure what goes on with that. So yeah, that's how it is. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get this kitchen cleaned up, and then I bought this splash guard. I want to say about Amazon, because I thought that it would help not get this thing like wet back here. But sometimes it's more of an issue that just keeps like nasty. You know what I mean? Like it gets everything and just nasty. But I don't want behind there wet either. So I guess this is it for now. What you see is what you get over here. I agree. I showed you every single room in my house, but one room, and that's in the wonder room right there. One room, and it's I don't know how, but I think my husband is to blame for this. He splashes everything up on stuff when he puts his bowls up. I swear, the whole sink will be spotless clean. And I have this little thing on there that tells you if the dish is dirty or clean or whatever it's in the dishwasher. He somehow still will just lay dirty dishes in the sink that the dishwasher has. Dirty dishes in there. Bloody. Mess. When we bought our house, they remodeled it and stripped it down, and they remodeled it completely. My phone is sideways. They just remodeled this house. It's an older double wide, and they just remodeled it and sold it to us. Remodeled and everything, you know. But he said that he was gonna give it to his daughter for her to live in when she was 21, and then she just turned out to not be what he thought was responsible enough to own her own home. So then he decided to sell it. Yada, 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 yada. And so, they were saying that, that it had the best stuff in it because who would put their child in something that wasn't right or didn't have good stuff. I just want something. And this is what I was showing you that we've been busy doing. This is my new little chicken coop. We've got that board on there because we do have an active fox around here. And he's already been, or it's a she, because her baby got taken. And so we know it's a female. But there's my baby chicks. That's the smallest group that I have. I have Brahmas, Americanas, some more Americanas and Brahmas. There's those little guys. They're so cute. And then over here, I have my larger set. Like I said, that wood's there. I need to take that down. There's my Morans. I want to say I have a couple Brahma. She's a Brahma. They're the Morans. They're so cute. There's my bunny Toby. It's so hot here, but he does get ice water and stuff, so that's my little cutie. And then there's Benji. He stays back there hiding, of course. Here's some of my sheep, goats, mainly goats over here. Remy. This girl, again, pulled her horn off. I tried to get them to come out. He's my big ram, and his baby's in there with him, but the sheep mainly stay inside all the time. But his baby's in there, and then I have 2 South Down baby doll sheeps in there as well. And then here start some of my plants that we have. Those are like herbs. We put it in alcohol for pain. If you have a stomach issue, that does very well. Some of my Mexican herbs. Here's my crazy garden. Those squash are Mexican squash. So they're different. First time we've ever planted those. Look, I have a sunflower. Out of everything, I have 2 sunflower seeds that grew. There's a humongous cucumber in there that I need to cut off at some point today. Again, there's that Mexican squash. Here's my blueberry plants. Now, I can't keep blueberries on because the birds eat it. I hear my dogs barking, sorry. I have a couple of zucchinis growing. Little bitty zucchinis. They'll be ready probably a few days. And all of those crazy amounts of tomatoes. That is a humongous tomato right there. Look at those. And then there's my Roma. This is the first time we have planted, cantaloupe, many, many years. And this is the first time that we've ever actually gotten anything out of it. And we did not, that was our mistake. We did not leave a lot of room in between those. And so it's hard to go down there and pick up tomatoes and everything. I told my husband when we did this that it needed more room. And he said, no, it don't. Well, now look. Who was right? But yeah, we have plenty of stuff in here. There's my cabbage, which takes forever, and we only planted 3. Go figure. Valentino, he is a Nubian. I have a mixture variety of goats, but he's my Nubian, and he carries, I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but he carries the moon spots on his back. So it's very cool. He actually has his own moon spots. And he is a mixture of a Nubian and either Kiko or Boer. Hey, Dommy. There's his brother. That's their little jumping thing, which they're all scared to hardly get on. Just that white one and his sister gets on it. These are my chickens and my turkey. The only thing that we figured out with her is that they lose hair and everything because they lay down, and then the male's over here with them, so that's why they're losing hair. There's my other baby sheep. She got hurt as she was coming out and it messed her neck up. And then I have my little goats. They stay in a kennel for right now, only because they're females and we do not want, you can't really see it, but we don't want babies. So I'm going to end my video here. Sorry, I have clothes in the wash machine. I'm going to end my video there. Sorry I didn't give you a lot of cleaning motivation today. I still have some cleaning that I actually need to get done, but I'm just going to call it a day and try to straighten up the rest. I have some errands that I need to run. So I hope that you guys have a great day. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll try to post videos. I will try to post more videos often. But have a great day. Thank you all for watching. Bye.